Hello guys! Today we will play some Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 again. That's why a little bit of a peasant girl vibe. Dog! Hi dog! I'm not sure what to do. Housemaid. I'm not sure, should I steal or no? Or should I try to be an honest person?
Berg himself.
Christ. So how can I help you this fine morning?
Do you know where to get... Okay.
I
Where
met
to
the
get
local beggar.
armor.
Barrow was her name.
She's here again. Oh, confound it. But we'll get rid of her somehow, you'll see.
What? But
You didn't give her any money, I hope? Rabble like that are like stray cats. Feed them once, and you'll never get rid of them.
No. She just told me you might know where I could get some armor.
Armor? Unless you want to join the local watch, I don't think I can help you. Unless, maybe, Radovan, the blacksmith from Takov. We might sell you something.
But Barrow told me you might know of something better. The armor of some Brunswick?
Oh, that. Lad? 'Tis
It's
but
a legend, but maybe it's true. Maybe it's a real legend. What legend?
What legend?
It's hard to explain. There are actually two legends, or even three. Well, it doesn't really matter. Why are you so interested anyway? Fine armor like that belongs in the hands of a knight.
I'm a knight. Maybe it's more smart to say I'm more interested in that legend.
Oh, come now. Surely you're not going to keep that legend to yourself. Do a fellow scholar a service.
Youngster, being able to piss your name in the snow doesn't make a scholar out of you.
I beg your pardon?
All right. No need to lose
No,
your temper.
failed.
I'll tell you. In
No.
short, they say the armor of ancient Bohemian Prince Brunswick is hidden here, waiting for some valiant knight to find it. I don't believe it, of course. After all, I'm educated. But you'd be surprised how many fools have set off to find it.
Okay.
Where did Brunswick's armor come from?
It is said that George the Lion of Württemberg brought it here. He was the nephew of Lord Chenyek of Württemberg, who built Trusky.
Okay.
This George spent a lot of time with King Wenceslas. A suspiciously long amount of time, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
I think I get the picture.
And it is said that one day, a lion escaped from the king's menagerie, and George overpowered it with his bare hands and laid it at the king's feet, still alive. As a reward, Wenceslas gave young Württemberg the name Lion and the armor of his ancestor, Prince Brunswick.
Okay.
Only Sir George didn't live to enjoy it for long. He caught the plague at a tournament abroad, and died on his way back to his king. Specifically, while visiting his uncle here at Trusky. Of course, the king wanted his armor back, but Lord Chenyek didn't want to give it to him, claiming he had the hereditary right to it. It looked like Wenceslas would lay siege to Trusky, but fortunately Lord Chenyek was completely destitute by then, so he sold all of Trusky and the armor to the king.
And the king left the armor here.
Well, if the king was so endeared with Brunswick's armor, why did he leave it here?
Because he didn't have any choice, my friend. He never found the armor. Lord Chenyek was as cunning as a fox. While he did leave the armor here, he never told anyone where.
Where is the
He
armor?
hid it so it could
Where is
only
it?
be found by a true knight. Each piece in a different place. Or so they say round these parts. Who knows if there's any truth to the tale?
Who exactly was this Brunswick?
You don't know, lad? Educate yourself.
Sorry, I'm so
Brunswick was a famous
uneducated.
Czech prince who won the lion for our country's coat of arms.
Really? How is it that I've never heard of him?
Perhaps because he never existed. Prince Vladislav II got the lion for our coat of arms for helping Emperor Frederick I, known as Redbeard.
But you just said that...
Brunswick is just a legend, but a quite lovely one, I'll give you that.
Alright. I want to know more.
Could you recount for me the legend of Brunswick?
Well, why not? Brunswick was a valiant Bohemian prince.
Oh, he likes
He
me.
lived in a
Reputation
time when our
gained because
country had
he
an eagle on its coat of
wants
arms.
me to
But
listen.
that wasn't good enough for him.
Him
So he
yapping.
decided to head out
Yes.
into the world and gain the mark of a more powerful animal.
That was brave.
A man after my own heart.
You may think so, but his wife was none too happy. Her name was Ludmilla, and she begged
Ludmilla.
Brunswick 100 times to stay
Ludmilla,
home,
not
but he just
Ludmilla.
couldn't
It's
be persuaded.
Ludmilla.
Still, he loved her very much, so he took her ring
Slavic
and
names.
told her that unless someone came and showed her that ring
Alright.
during the next 7 years, she should wait for his return. But if he failed to return after 7 years, that would mean he would never return.
Get to the point.
Nice story, but a little long. Get to the point.
After
No,
some time
reputation
on the
lost.
road, the prince came
Of
across
course.
something unprecedented. A duel between a lion and a 9-headed dragon. So, what do you think Brunswick did at that moment?
He helped the dragon.
Well, the dragon is certainly much stronger than a lion, so I suppose he sided with the dragon, right?
Nonsense. Brunswick rushed to out the lion, and together they killed the dragon. And from
What a
that
story,
time
Mark.
on, they were stalwart companions. The lion even followed him all the way back to Bohemia. Except, by then, it was already too late. It had already been exactly 7 years to the day since Brunswick set off on his journey. His wife, Ludmilla, who had until that time valiantly resisted all suitors, was about to remarry. But at the wedding feast, Brunswick managed to drop the ring in her cup. So it all turned out well. For Brunswick,
okay.
yes. Not so for Ludmilla's new groom. But the lion took care of that.
And do you know where I could find Brunswick's armor?
Yes, lad, if it even really exists. But I do have a little bit of advice for you.
Okay.
Sir Chenyek, who they say hid the armor, left behind a riddle. It's a test that must be passed by whoever wants to find it. Do you want to hear it?
Yes, tell me the riddle how to find the cool armor.
And how did that riddle go?
Wait, how was it? I've got it. Take your leave of crone and maiden, standing tall behind the gates. Boldly go towards true midnight. In caverns cold your prize awaits. Pass through the all of forest kings, hidden deep from hunter's gaze. Standing tall, 2 guards of stone. Behind whom yearned for treasure lays. Between them stands a mighty rock. A subtle niche, yet deeper still.
Oh my god.
A place to give one's art to God. Behold, my armor gleaming still.
That didn't ring a bell. That was too long.
Uh-huh. And that was supposed to help me, eh?
Answers come to the wise, kicks to the stupid.
The crone and the maiden towards midnight. We've got east, west, midday, midnight. Well, thanks a lot.
Hold on, I'll give you something else.
Oh, he'll give
Sir
me
George,
something.
who previously owned the armor, wanted to have a nice poleaxe made in Prague too, but he died of the plague before he could do it. I'm not too certain about Brunswick and his armor, but this is certainly true because I have a copy of George's order here. Here, take it as a keepsake.
Okay.
And now go.
Solve the riddle. I mean, I wish I was good at riddles, especially with English not being my first language. Riddles in games are hard for me.
Hail Mary.
So what else can we do here? Blue trespass. Oh no, I'm trespassing. Maybe we can talk to this guy. I'd like to report an ambush.
I'd like to report an ambush. Some scoundrels attacked my lord's retinue and killed our men.
That's a serious matter. Where is your lord?
Well, he left.
I don't understand why he's not lodging a complaint himself, and why not directly at the castle. He has that right as a lord.
It's a long story.
Because he's
My
a
lord got
spoiled
very
brat.
angry and then went missing.
Sorry, fella, but I'm not sure whether you're making it up or lying to me. But if you were telling the truth, why don't you bring your lord here and we can talk it
I
all
know.
over calmly? I'm sorry, but until then, I've got more important things to do.
I need to speak with Sir Otto.
With the Royal Chamberlain? Are you yanking my official pizzle?
Why not?
Yanking my
I'd like to talk to him
pizzle.
too,
What is
boy,
this?
but he's still
What
in
is
Prague.
that?
He's hardly ever here. Chamberlain Ulrich is in charge of things.
And where do I find him?
Where do you think? Up in the castle.
But they won't let me in there.
What do you want me to do about it? That's your problem. I'm not going to put in a word for you. I hardly know you.
I'm looking for my
Excuse
friend.
me. I'm looking for the man who was in the pillory with me yesterday. Have you seen him?
I can't help you with that. You'll have to find him yourself.
I'd like to buy something. Where can I find some merchants around here?
If it's a tradesman you're after, most of them live here in the village, of course. Your best bet is to ask our merchant Jörg. He knows everyone. I'm sure he'll help you.
Okay.
Mind where you're going.
No, but he's still here.
What's new, bailiff?
Nothing special, fortunately.
Maybe some
Troskowitz is a quiet village.
other
It's peaceful
quest
here, and
is
the
available
war has
here?
avoided us so far, thank God. Just here and there a brawl in the tavern or the neighbour's errant cow. Well, that's how it was until recently, at least.
And what happened?
What do you think? It started with that nomadic riffraff, theft of hens and sheep, then continued with ambushes on the road. And then the wolves started to come in from the forests on account of the poachers killing off their prey. Oh, and then our master Chamberlain Ulrich. Oh my God. But that's no business of yours, understand?
I understand. That's your business, bailiff.
Okay.
What's new in the county, Master Bailiff?
I heard something's going on in Takov again. Project the Innkeeper is probably coming up with some mischief to pull on the Zhelyevites. Will they never cut it out? Their bickering is making work for me. And now I've been visited by one of the local peasants. He said he found more fresh graves behind his field, just below the village, along the road to Nabokov.
What do you mean, more? You sound like this isn't the first time.
That we found someone buried here. Don't
You
even
learned
ask.
fresh
I've
graves.
been digging up bodies
Okay.
ever since that bandit gang started running rampant. Most of them are von Burgo's men. Also, if it wasn't bad enough, that gang of bandits is rampaging through the region. Now someone's stealing cabbage from the peasants. What a disaster.
Cabbage?
Aye, and the peasants won't stop bugging me about it. I was just visited by a peasant from Jadar. He's been talking my ears off for God knows how long. Say, do I really have to do this? Do I have the
I
time
learned
to look for
grocer,
some
okay.
moron stealing cabbages? And that's about it.
That sounds interesting. Thank you.
Okay, who else can we talk to? Who else? Who else? Maybe we can talk.
Have you come to break some more stuff? If you want something, wait till I've...
Well, good luck. God be with you.
Take care of yourself.
Okay, now we can talk.
Have you come to break some more stuff? If you want
Oh no, she's
something,
still
wait till I
angry.
stop being angry. And if you
She's
don't
still
have
angry.
it, fellas ask you in Jelly.
I don't know what to do in this game, so I might as well just steal a horse. Oh no, I stole a horse.
Get off that horse!
No! No! Wait, I don't know.
I'll hammer some manners into you!
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker! You'll get such a blow that you'll wake up on the pillory.
I surrender.
I surrender.
Wanted a new horse, did you? You'll pay for that, you fucking thief.
No, not pillory again. I don't have enough money. We can come to an agreement.
Wait, I'll explain everything. I thought it was my horse.
I
You see,
thought it
I have a
was
steed
my
that looks
horse.
exactly the same.
I don't believe a word of it. I've never seen two horses that are exactly alike.
I thought it's my horse. Accept my punishment.
Take me away.
Right then, let's go. I'll lock you up in the pillory until you rot.
Again. Ah. I really don't know how to play this game. This game is harder than Souls Likes. Cause I have no idea. How can I get money and buy horse and stuff? What if I just travel on foot and maybe somewhere I can like steal stuff?
My arms are all sore. Ah, what a disgrace.
What do we do? Oh, some people are fighting there.
Hey!
God be with you, noble sir. I'm Henry of Skalitz, and I serve the Lord of Lipa.
Sir Kunesh of Belevitz. Poor as a church mouse, but a free man once again.
A free man again? What happened to you, Kunesh?
Ah, the greatest of misfortunes befell me. Figuring out this war is a job and a half.
Aye. This feuding between the royal brothers is damn muddled, all right.
Precisely. I gambled on Jobst over Sigismund a few years back. Only his Hungarian cavalry soon routed us, and I spent 2 years in captivity.
What was it like to be held captive?
You were held captive. What was it like?
Hardly wondrous, I'll tell you that. But what irritated me most was being powerless to do anything. It's all those blasted Hungarians' fault. They can shove my silver up their ass and then lick it and kiss it for all I care.
I totally agree. Sigismund is plundering the kingdom and torching the castles of lords loyal to King Wenceslas.
What a bloody awful affair this war is. In my day, men would fight with honor and integrity, not stab each other in the back.
My sentiments exactly, Sir Kunesh.
Why, young man, I see you stand with Wenceslas, eh? I tell you though, he's the one who dragged our land into this mess.
How so? It was the Hungarians who captured you,
Oh
wasn't it?
no,
Because
they
I
don't
was a
share
fool.
political
But
views.
I've realized that the only competent king here is Sigismund.
Oh no.
I must be on my way. Farewell, Sir Kunesh.
Farewell and Godspeed, young man.
Drink wine. Can I drink wine? Is that okay with him? Nice. Who, me? What? I'm a dead man? Oh, it wasn't. Oh, it's a bandit. Wait, it's a bandit. Wait a second. Wait a second. I don't know. Oh, I have a hunting sword. I could try and roll weapon.
Don't scare him. You're holding him like a pig holds a bone. Kill him. I'll be done with you in a flash.
Maybe if we help this guy, he can help us.
I'll hack your ass off.
No, no.
Don't like red.
No! Ah! I'm still so bad at the combat in this game. It's so unfamiliar to me. What did we discover? Alchemy. Discover trader.
God bless you. Welcome. You can buy everything you need from me, but excuse the selection. A few days ago, when I was returning with new goods, the horse got spooked and my wagon tipped into the pond. I salvaged some things, but the rest is now in the pond.
In the pond, that's interesting.
Were there any valuables in there?
You bet. Lord Semin ordered all sorts of delicacies and precious spices from me for the wedding feast. And for Taylor Bartishak, I was carrying expensive fabrics to make dresses for the occasion. If you only knew how much coin I spent on this.
Where did the wagon tip?
On the roads near the Katchak Pond, beyond Jelioff. You can still find it there. I can't tell you how much it still pisses me off. But what can I do?
Sorry to hear that.
Me too. But what can I do? So, what will it be?
I wanted to ask you, what's on the other side of that nearest hill? I'm not from here, and I'd like to get my bearings. You look like a merchant to me, so you probably know best.
Ja, natürlich, you're not from here. Everyone around here
Natürlich,
knows that.
oh,
After what happened
German.
in Betty's Tavern. Aber das ist deine Sache. That is your business, lad. Also, what do you want to know?
Where is the church? Where can I find other merchants?
Can I find other merchants around here?
Zum Glück nicht, junger Mann. I'm the only merchant here around Trusky. Oh, natürlich. There are plenty of tradesmen here who sell their goods. There is Bartosz, the tailor. He lives at the other end of the village. The apothecary, Emmerich, lives across from me. They are a hand in glove, or more like hat in hat.
What do you mean by that?
Nichts weiter. Just that they play at being educated men. Along with the scribe Geibel, they are always studying some Latin tracts. But of the three, perhaps only Geibel knows Latin, if he really does at all.
Is there anyone else here?
Oh yeah. Beyond the tailor's house on the edge of the village is where Bashka the butcher lives.
Bashka.
Opposite the Rathaus
Bashka
is
means
the carpenter.
head,
The rest
kinda.
of the villagers are just peasants, and you are already familiar with the tavern.
Where's the
Where
church?
can I find a church round here? I'm surprised you don't even have a small chapel in the village.
If you want. Die Rettung deiner Seele, junger Mann. You have to go through the forest to Aujetz and to St. Catharinen. Herr von Berge does have a chapel in his castle, but it's not for commoners like you. We do not go there either. Und warum auch? The gravedigger Ignatius takes care of burials outside the village, and weddings usually take place without a local priest. No one wants to pay the church more than they have to. Das ist ja wohl klar.
What town do you go to?
Where do you go for wares? What's the closest town?
The closest is Sobotka, the biggest
Sobotka, I like that name.
Ichin. And farther north there is Turnov. Half of that one belongs to Herr von Bergo.
Is it far?
Das kommt darauf an. It takes all day on foot. Wenn du was brauchst, the goods I have here will have to do you. I do not think you will get to the town anytime soon.
Is there anything I should avoid around here?
What should I avoid?
Certainly. Stirring up trouble and sticking your nose into other people's business.
Well,
Here in
that's
the village, we don't care
that's
much for
what I do.
outsiders. If any
That's
do
what I
come,
do.
they better behave.
I understand that, but we were ambushed by bandits. So I wanted to ask if you know anything about that.
Ach so, ich verstehe. The woods have been full of all manner of rebel recently. That is all because of the war. Verdammte Schurken.
So you've already heard about these bandits?
About those ones in particular, or about others. They are all just gleichen Scheißkerle. Every time I go to the town, the bailiff must send an armed escort with me. It makes life difficult.
So the roads aren't safe?
Ja, das kann man wohl sagen. Herr von Bergo should do something about it at last. But Herr Otto spends more time in Prague than here. And Chamberlain Ulrich... Ach, lassen wir das.
We're going through the woods. Is it more or less dangerous? It's less people. Might be some wild animals though, but it's less people, so I guess it's okay. Could be fine. Right? Right? Oh, it's a mushroom. Cool. Lepiota. I found a mushroom. And I found a...
Perfect place for a little nap.
Oh, perfect place for a little nap. Can I sleep? Some apples also. Some apples. Some water. Schnapps? Wow. That means that I can save here. If I want to. If I wanted to. Berries? Can I pick these berries? Maybe they're poisonous. Okay. I could sleep. Is it okay to sleep here? 1 hour. 2 hours. I will sleep for 2 hours. A little nap in the woods? Sounds cozy. Isn't it? It sounds nice. A little nap in the woods, yes. Oh, I can loot this. $12 groschen. Yes, yes, 12 groschen. That's a lot of money. Oh wait, what is here? Examine the waterfall.
Nice. And peaceful.
That's all? Nice, peaceful. And? You discovered laundry. Soap. I found some soap. I hope I won't get killed now. I really want to survive now. Because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm magically surviving in this game. Wait, this looks nice. It's some settlement. Isn't it?
God bless you.
Oh, you too. Kind woman. Tarkov. I discovered Tarkov. Their symbol is 3 rats. I discovered Tarkov. I guess it's some progress. I think there's a smithy. Yes! Smithy! Where is he? Maybe he can save me from being lost in this game. What? Wah! He disappeared!
What do you want, you yokel? Speak up or get lost.
I'm here about the job, yes.
I heard you could use a helping hand at the forge.
I could. My last 2 hands, well, they're not worth mentioning. And what with the wedding coming up, the work is piling up. Ah, what do they call you?
Henry.
I'm Radovan. You should know, Henry. The blacksmithing isn't for everyone. Have you done it before?
Of course I've done it before.
I basically grew up in the forge. My father was a swordsmith, and not just any. He even forged swords for the nobility.
For the nobility, eh? Well, that kind of experience will come in very handy for me indeed. As it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for young Lord Semine. A fine sword.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to try you out first. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade. That shouldn't give you much trouble if your father was a swordsmith, should it?
Let's get started.
Sure thing. I can get started right away.
Great. Find some iron and get started then.
Iron?
You can't make a sword out of butter, but if you don't have your own stuff, you can get everything from the chest in my forge.
Okay. Start forging. Start forging.
Are you gonna get started then?
Hunting sword, yes. Craft.
Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up. Then try poking it around for a bit.
Move the blade around the surface. Okay.
Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above you. Give it a pull. It works the bellows. What's the matter with you, Henry? You can't forge anything in a cold furnace.
Is this forging? Is it forging? I hope it's forging.
Tell the temperature by the color, but you won't be able to tell when it's in the fire. You have to take it out from time to time and take a look. Try it out.
Check the blade temperature.
See? That's exactly the straw color we want. You've got talent, lad. Now heat up the whole
I
thing.
got talent.
The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil.
Go
Try
to
moving the
anvil.
sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it. Henry, what are you waiting for?
Move the sword. Move it.
Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times. See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. So what then? If you can't handle it, I'll have you make... Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side.
Okay. This is very detailed. But I didn't expect less because of how we crafted potions, because of the alchemy process. That was quite detailed as well.
Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished. It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day.
Oh.
But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before. By the sound it makes. Well struck.
Would be funny if this game,
Sparks are flying nicely.
it's like the quest takes 8 hours because this is how long it takes to forge the sword.
You want.
Maybe in Kingdom Come Deliverance 3 they will make something like this. In this quest, smithing actually takes 8 hours. And you should work all these 8 hours on your sword because this is how long it takes in real life.
Hammer a piece to a beat, the work goes by easier. Sometimes I'll
It
whistle
could
to
be.
myself to keep the rhythm going. That's some nice whistling. There you go. You've got it finished. All that's left is to temper it, and the sword will be done. The rest is just tweaking.
Temper the blade. We are not done. After you finish forging the sword, you must still temper it with a... Okay, we made a sword. Handy sword. We proved that we are worthy.
Right. Let's have a look.
Awesome.
Very nice work. Your father taught you the trade well.
He'd certainly be happy to hear that.
If you carry on hammering as well as you did today, you've definitely got a job here. Even so, keep in mind, it's all about making sure every strike does its job.
Okay.
That's why you can't let it get cold, or keep striking the same spot. If you work evenly, each strike falling right next to the last one, you can't go wrong. Got that? Or is there something else you want to ask about?
What's the whistling for? What?
What good does it do me to whistle while I work?
It makes you work to a rhythm. You won't get tired so quickly, and the iron feels it.
Really?
How do I know a good strike from a bad one?
By the sparks that fly up, and by the ring. It rings out with a different sound when you do it right.
Progress, progress.
It's about those two idiot hands of mine, Venser and Franzi. They drove off with a cart full of goods towards Semin. and they never came back.
Do you want me to find them?
Just so. But more importantly, I want to know where my cart ended up, and especially the cargo. Go to Samin and find out what the bloody hell happened.
Have you any idea which way they might have gone? I could have a look along the way. Maybe their cart broke down or something.
There's only one road to Samin that can take a cart. It leads from Takov to Troskovitz, and then to the south. But I've got a bad feeling they got up to no good in Samin. I don't think they wanted to stay here with me for long, but these days I can use all the help I can get.
Were they suspicious in any way?
No, they worked hard. They ain't no slackers. And I can't say that about everyone.
What was the cart carrying?
Bugger and bollocks. All sorts of stuff. I'd say Lord Samin wants to rearm his garrison with new equipment. There were some hunting swords, bastard swords, crossbow bolts. I also fixed the trigger on young Samin's crossbow. And some kitchen stuff. Sacks of charcoal, all sorts of things. There's a good month's work in that cartload.
All right. I'll get right on it then.
Go ahead. And if you find that pair of fools drunk, kick their asses for me.
Kick their
Lovely.
asses?
I'll kick some sobriety into them.
Kick their asses. I will kick their asses. I will kick their asses? Of course I will do that. I will do that. No, I'm really bad at fighting in this game.
Can I ask you about that cart?
What is it you need to know?
I already know everything about that.
All right, maple.
That's a fine maple. Oh my god, that's such a fine maple. That's a very fine maple you have.
Is there something you need?
I'm just admiring the fine maple. He doesn't like me.
Is there something you need?
I need a... I don't know. Why so hostile? I'm just admiring this maple, whatever that means.
Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
Okay.
Greetings, Master Guard.
Greetings to you. Good. I could steal horse. That's cool. I'm not going to, but it's nice to know that I could. But I probably can't. Dice player. Genoveva. We could play dice with her.
My, that's what the smiting of Sodom must have looked like.
I lost money. Please give me a horse. No. Give me a horse.
Greetings.
Give me a horse.
Are you blind?
Sorry. Are you blind? She's like, I'm with my husband sitting here. I'm not blind, lady. Oh, I can wash myself.
That's handy, isn't it? At least you know when to round up the cattle and
Oh.
gather in the hay.
Oh, I can talk to this
Welcome.
guy.
What can I do for you?
How are you doing? I'm Henry.
Nice to meet you. I'm Zdeněk. I'm a storyteller. I could tell you stories so sad they'd make the devil cry.
Oh no.
Or would you prefer something so scary it'll make the hairs on your ass turn white? But it's a lot of hard work for me. Now, if you had
What?
something to drink or a couple of groschen, that might help loosen my tongue.
But it's a lot of hard work. Now, if you had something to drink or a couple of groschen that might help loosen my tongue, I'll pay you. I don't have money. Are you serious?
How can I know if it'll be worth it?
If you don't believe me, ask anyone. They all know me in the village, and they all know I'm good.
So they all sing your praises,
Even if you stutter?
You know what? Go to hell.
Oh no!
You can bugger right off if you're looking to insult me. But if you want to listen,
Reputation
you better
loss.
cough up some coin.
I'll pay you. I don't have that money probably. I lost money. I lost money. I know a lot of stories too. Maybe we can still persuade him.
I know quite a few stories myself. How about a trade? A story for a story.
All right then.
Yeah, story for a
If it's
story.
the
I
one
know
about
so
the
many
magic
stories.
porridge pot, don't bother. I've heard it 100 times. And that story always leaves me feeling hungry.
I know a romantic tale about a knight, his lady love, and 3 impossible tasks he had to undertake to win her heart. He had to bring her the sweetest wine, tame the wildest horse, and make a crown with the rarest gem.
And then? What happened when he'd done all 3?
Well, the lady of his heart showed her gratitude by giving him the most precious thing she had. And I'm not talking about gold.
Okay, Henry.
Oh, a raunchy ending. That'll be popular with the lads round here. If I were you, I'd make it longer. To last a
Oh,
whole
Henry,
evening.
Henry.
And a wicked stepmother, that sort of thing. It'll be a hit. And now, I'll
Oh,
tell you
that's
the
a
tale in this
success. That
So
was
what
such a
kind of
good
story would you like to
story.
hear?
That okay. Well, I didn't spend money on it, so I'm not mad anyway. Tell me a story, something
I like
informative.
stories that can teach me something. Stories with a moral.
Haven't you heard enough of those in church? But it's not a problem. I have just the tale for you. And it's not one you'll hear from any priest. So, once upon a time, there lived in these very lands 2 brothers. The older was called Kuba, the younger, Matthias. They were
Kuba,
both woodcutters,
Matthias.
like their father and his father before him. One day, at the height of summer, they were working in the woods. The air was as hot as a furnace, so Matthias went to a nearby pond to cool himself. But as he was leaning over the cold water, there was a loud splash. His axe had got loose from his belt. In haste, he began to search the muddy bed of the pond, and his hands soon touched something hard and heavy. He pulled it out and could not believe his eyes. He pulled out an axe. Yes, but not his old one. It was an axe made of pure silver.
Good God.
Ooh.
I'd grab that without a second thought.
Maybe you would, but Matthias would never. He was an honest man, and with a big swing he threw the silver axe back. He searched the pond again, and this time he pulled out his own axe. Nothing but dull iron and
Okay, so
old
that
wood.
axe, that cool silver axe, is still in the somewhere in the pond. Okay. He searched the pond. It's a good thing. What an idiot. What an idiot.
Wait, Matthias threw the silver axe back? What a fool! He could have sold it.
A fool, you say? You'd better listen
Oh,
well.
it was a cursed
Matthias
axe.
was
Oh,
just
reputation
about to
lost.
leave when suddenly a water goblin came
What
out
a
of
goblin,
the pond,
okay.
silver axe in his hands, and he said, "You're a righteous man, Matthias, and for your honesty, you may keep both axes."
Oh.
Matthias, not hanging around for the goblin to change his mind, took up both axes, gave us thanks, and ran to tell Kuba all about it. Kuba, however, was not best pleased with his little brother's fortune. He deeply envied Matthias for his newfound wealth.
Envy.
So, he set out to try the same thing. He ran as fast as his legs could carry him straight to the pond, threw his own axe in, and began a pretend search for it. Yet Kuba had no luck. He pulled out the axe he'd thrown in himself. So he tried again. Tricked by sunlight, he grabbed something shiny, only to pull out his old iron axe again. Enraged, he hurled his axe back into the water and yelled, "Fuck this axe! I want a silver one!" But the water goblin heard his shameful cry and was greatly upset by Kuba's greed. So, when Kuba reached down into the water for a third time, the water goblin seized his hand, pulled him down a hole to the dark depths, and drowned him.
Okay. So the axe is still there. That's a harsh punishment. He got what he deserved. He got what he deserved.
Well, all was as it should have been. It was Kuba's fault.
I don't think so.
No.
It seems
I
Matthias
was
didn't
about
either.
to. I was.
He went to the water
Oh,
goblin
reputation gain.
and
Okay.
begged for his brother's body so he could take him home and bury him.
Reputation.
But the path back from the pond led over a steep
I was
hill,
trying to be a little
and
bit of a
carrying the weight
people
of the
pleaser here.
waterlogged body exhausted
To gain
Matthias.
reputation.
He stopped to rest by an old oak tree, and he used a silver axe to cut off a branch that would serve as a walking stick. But it wasn't enough. Somehow, it was still getting harder to continue up the hill. Then Matthias realized it wasn't his brother's body that was weighing him down.
What?
It was the silver axe. The axe was the cause of all this trouble. So he started bashing the silver axe against a big stone with all his might, trying to destroy it. Yet no matter what, he couldn't even make a dent. With the last of his strength, Matthias climbed to the top of the hill. He knew he could go no further, so he found a pretty spot with a view over the valley.
Isn't silver
and dug
supposed
his
to be
brother a grave. There, he buried
like
both
a
his
softer
brother
metal?
and the silver axe that had brought such pain upon them. His final act was to stick the oak branch in the ground by the grave. But lo and behold, the branch grew green leaves and became a tree. The locals have had no dealings with the water goblin
Wow.
since then.
Okay.
But some have had the bad luck to bump into him. And when you walk by the pier where it all happened, you can still hear his chuckling.
Oh my god. The chuckling of the water goblin. Okay. That was a nice tale.
That was a very nice story.
Yeah, that's
Story?
cool.
What story? It's the truth.
It's the truth. Okay.
Why hasn't anyone gone looking for the axe then?
Because it brings misfortune.
It brings misfortune,
Did you
but
listen
do
to me
I
at all?
want it?
Look for yourself if you wish. Rock Tower Pond isn't far from here. The water goblin
Rock Tower Pond.
somewhere among the reeds. But
With
leave
water
me
goblin.
out of it.
Ooh.
I'm fine here with my drink. Farewell.
Careful!
Game saved. Oh, I like that the game saved. Wait. Her name is Manka. She wouldn't do well in Japan. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Who should we talk to? Oh, this guy.
Again.
You having trouble with the Jelihovits? Yes.
You're having problems with the Jeliovites?
Not just me,
Jelihovites. Oh my
friend.
god.
They're the biggest bastards around. They've been nothing but trouble for years. The winter before last, they piled snow in front of everyone's doors at night, so no one could get out of their house. And last year, they broke into my cellar and pissed in my beer barrel.
Gracious.
Oh my god.
That's...
That's
I hope you got your own back.
bad.
Not yet, no.
That's really bad.
But since...
What exactly would you like me to do?
Don't worry. I won't make you do any shoveling or pissing anything. But I'll tell you exactly what I have in mind, only after you promise to help me. I'd hate to reveal my plan, only for you to go off and tell the Jeliovites right away.
Okay, I'll help you.
All right. I'll help you.
Listen up then. Old Olbram, the owner of the biggest plot of land in Zhelyov, has this beautiful bull. White as snow he is. The finest animal far and wide. Obviously, he's very proud of it. Very protective too. Now I mean you, will give his beautiful snow white bull
Oh no.
a
Oh,
nice
what?
new coat of
Paint a bull? Paint a
Olbram
bull?
is going to lose his mind. Simple, right?
Oh my god.
Painting a bull, eh?
Painting a
Sounds like
bull?
fun.
Right. We just have to work out a few details. First, we have to get some paint. I don't reckon we'll be able to get any here in the village, But you can try and ask Bartoszek, the tailor in Trotskovitz.
Painting
I
a
hear
bull.
he dyes his own fabric. And after that,
Painting
we'll
a
have to make
bull,
sure the
excuse
bull
me?
stays still while you're painting it. Try asking Radovan, the local blacksmith. I hear he can make some kind of sleeping potion. If you pour it in the bull's water trough, I'm sure it'll do the trick. But watch out. That beast is enormous. You'd better put at least 3 doses of the potion in there.
Okay. Calm the bull, get some paint. Bartoszek. Get some paint. Tailor Bartoszek.
I've heard you dye your own fabric.
I used to. I tried a few times, but I had to give it up. Trotskovitz is on a hill, and there's not enough water for that. Why'd you ask?
I'd like to buy some pigment.
I see. Well, perhaps I could find some leftover black. If you have enough groschen, it's yours.
Thank you. 60. No. Is there nest? Nests are supposed to be very valuable because you can get items from them. Some nice items. Ah. Okay. Ah! Nest! What are you doing? Nest!
Put that thing away, you lout!
Ah!
Do it now before you hurt someone!
I don't do any.
Good.
That's
See,
my
there's
nest.
no need to be
Oh,
swinging a
lockpick,
weapon
okay.
around here.
I was just doing peaceful stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will end here. Hope I will get better in this game. I'm just starting this game. That's why I'm so bad at it. That's why I'm so bad at it. I might get better at it. Usually I'm not that bad. So hopefully progressively I will get better. But I can't guarantee because this combat is very, very unfamiliar for me. Have a good day or night and hydrate, eat well, exercise, or at least something of it. At least do some of it, and I will see you next time. Bye bye. Bye guys.